welcome back. As you know, we did a traditional kind of brainstorming activity when we did our look at many uses of a paperclip as our warm-up. Then, of course, we did stick-em-up brainstorming when we did our generation of ideas for the design of money. What I'd like us to try now is a different technique, a technique that's often useful in the workplace because some people are introverted, some people are not open to something that's wild and crazy like brainstorming often gets. Remember the freewheeling atmosphere that's so important to brainstorming? And so I'd like us to try something called brainwriting. Brainwriting. Now that phrase is used in a lot of different ways, but here I'm using it to mean a brainstorming activity where you have a group, and what they do is they write their ideas down on a form. And then, when you're done putting your ideas on, and I'm just going to reach here and grab one. When they are done writing their ideas, as you will be in a moment, across the top row, this then gets put in the center of the table for someone else to grab when they are done writing their ideas in the top row. And so you look at those ideas to piggyback on them to see if they spark any additional ideas for you. And so that essentially is brainwriting. Now, this is, as I say, a very useful technique because you can get lots of ideas out very quickly, as well as it's more comfortable for many people who are either introverted, who are shy, who maybe like things to be quiet and orderly. Are there any questions before we start?
How many ideas do we put? One in each box or fill it up?
That's a good idea. Good question, and I'm glad you asked it. You put one idea in each box. And of course...
Just on the top row.
Yep, just do the top row. When you're done with the top row, you put yours in the middle of the table, grab one, then you can do the second row or the third or the fourth, whichever one is open for you to write on the next sheet that you grab. And of course, the problem that we are brainstorming today, or brainwriting today, is how to increase ASAP enrollment. So are there any other questions before we start? No?
Ready.
You're ready? All right. Let's brainwrite on how to increase ASAP enrollment. Well, thank you so much for giving your time to look at how to increase enrollment here at ASAP. Let's take a look at what we've got. Oh, great ideas. That's wonderful. And I see you use wild and crazy ideas. Oh, giving away puppies, giving away kittens, Hawaii. But then I see that you did do some things where you brought it down and modified it to some things that we really can do, like setting goals and having a coach, counselor. That's wonderful. What do you think? How would we prioritize some of these? What would we prioritize?
We might erase or cross out the ones that we already do. Like TV ads, we already do that.
I would identify things that we could implement quickly without spending a lot of money. That would be a high priority.
Okay.
Get rid of the things that are outrageous, that are more geared towards the student.
Yeah, either eliminate them or maybe tame them down to something we actually can do. Like puppies and kitties, we're probably not going to give away.
No.
Or at least the Hawaii trip, we're not going to give away. All
Is that on
right.
there?
All right, thanks. So let's do that tomorrow. You're tired now. We'll do it tomorrow. Okay. And before we finish, what I wanted to do was also show you another modification of the brainwriting technique. And that would be this. What many organizations do is use this brainwriting form with Post-it notes. And one idea per Post-it note is written. And the rest of the process remains the same, in that when a person is done with one row, they throw the sheet in the middle, they grab a sheet that's already been filled out by someone else, piggyback on someone else's ideas, putting their own ideas in the next row, and so on, until all of them are filled in. But the advantage to this technique is that these can then be put on a flip chart or some other surface, and then the group that wrote the material, or other people perhaps in the organization, can come along and put dots on and votes, and you can then easily and very quickly see which of these have more votes than others. And so this is a modification of the brainwriting technique that you might find useful in your workplace.